What's going on, folks? So today I'm going to be checking out the band RuinThrone. They have just released a brand new single called Earendil, and this is from a new album they got coming out in January. So we have a little while to wait, but they were kind enough to drop us a first taste, a first glimpse of what we can expect on the new album. I'm super duper excited. Apparently, this album in particular is just heavily inspired by the works of Tolkien. So, I'm expecting a lot of fantasy elements and things like that. So, which fantasy, medieval, Tolkien inspired works and power metal, all that stuff just goes together hand in hand super well. So, what else is there to say? Let's just give it a listen, shall we? Rangers, go.
Speaks
I'm starting to hear voices. It's not a good sign. Yeah, it's probably not good when you start hearing voices, folks. So, yeah, I don't know. But, you know, this is an interesting one here, and I'm going to have to borrow something from a fellow ranger, the King of Pikmin, because I'm going to need that calculator that he's talking about sometimes, because something here just ain't adding up. Uh, I like so many of the elements of it. I like what they were going for. I like the music. The chorus was pretty cool. Um, but as a whole, just as a song, it fell a little flat for me, to be honest with you. It just I don't know, like it just didn't all come together. I guess for me. So I like the down moments. It was really cool with the acoustic guitar and the keyboard work was really solid. I enjoyed the keyboard work, adding the little extra flavors with kind of like the fantasy sounds and just various things like that. Really great keyboard work. And again, I really enjoyed the guitar work. I like those softer moments with the acoustic guitar and stuff like that. And then it would all build up to that kind of powerful chorus. That is quite like anthemic, it's got that fist pumping kind of vibe to it. It sounded pretty good too. It had a nice energy behind it. Um, I really enjoyed that part where the keyboard was playing. It was pretty much just like the keyboard and the bass, and that was really cool. You don't always get that kind of thing. It was just a really neat combination with the keyboard and the bass going. It just had this nice melodic sound. I enjoyed that quite a bit. I like the vocals. He had a really great range and dynamic in his voice where, he did some of the power metal screams. He's got that also like a lower, kind of grittier voice, and he's got a nice power behind it, especially when it came to the chorus. So it had all these elements that should, in theory, add up to an epic song. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I guess just maybe the way it was put together, with like the songwriting itself, it never really took off. And it had the sound, it had the feeling, to where you'd think that it would just really take off and really just impact you and just I don't know. It's just very interesting here. Like I said, it had all the elements, it had everything, it had all the ingredients to be a really great song. But something in there it just never clicked. It just never clicked. And I'm this one's it's got me somewhat stumped because I'm not even quite sure what it is exactly. I don't know, but at the end of the day, the song just kind of comes across as standard fare to me, where I guess maybe it just played it too safe. Like all of the elements were solid, but standard. I don't know. I don't know. It's just interesting. So yeah, that would be my best guess. It's just that everything kind of came across as just standard fare, even though it had all these solid elements, all these things that could really take it to the next level. It just played it too safe, and so each of the individual elements, um, it just didn't add up to what it really could be. It's like each piece was solid, but altogether, it just you'd think again, like in theory, that you'd take all these solid pieces, and if you put them all together, you have this really great, solid, uh, you know, fully put together thing, and all these things would add up to create something, even better. Yet all of these solid pieces, they just kind of came together and just did not, you know, reach that higher level. Just that all just kind of ended up just staying somewhat uh, static, somewhat standard. So, yeah, a very interesting one here. But again, I like the sound. The musicianship is top notch. Great vocals. I'm definitely looking very much forward to the album because, I think we all know RuinThrone is a great band. So, yeah, I don't know. There's something about this single, though. It just, I don't know. I don't know what to say. But let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this one here. And, yeah, I definitely look forward to hearing the next single and whatnot to see what else we can expect. And I admire them, trying to have all these different elements, within the song. But in this case, I don't know, it just didn't quite add up for me. But it is what it is. Anywho, again, let me know in the comments down below what you thought of this one here, and I'll catch y'all next time, Ranger.